again, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. I hope you're doing well. It's Wan Ang Khan here in Thailand, which is Tuesday in Thailand. And yes, I'm flying by as per usual. So for instance, it's Tuesday, we've got a couple of games this week, City. And so we've got, League Cup is back. So we've got the League Cup for the ladies, then we've got the League Cup for the men, and I'll be doing reviews for both of them. We heard from Pep today, we heard from Andre yesterday. The ladies playing Everton at the Josie Stadium, and Man City are away to Huddersfield. Anyway, so before we get started, I just want to let's say, like, and subscribe. If you don't know me, I'm True Blue Thai. I do 20-minute videos of Manchester City each day, talking about all things Manchester City men and Manchester City ladies. So for instance, anything else is relevant to our football club. Mancunian, born in Manchester, raised, but moved to Thailand, and miss my football club very much, and I like talking about my football club. That is me. Anyway, so. We just want to we have a bit of a celebration today because John Luigi Donnarumma, Italian stallion, etc., for instance, who's now the proud owner of his second Yasmin award. That is the award. What's it called because it was the Ballon d'Or crap yesterday. Sorry, Ballon d'Or. I don't mind it now because of Rodri and now Gigi, for instance, winning it. And so the second time he's won it, and for instance, which is I think it's only Martinelli was the first person who also won it twice, but he won it for his fantastic efforts last season, etc., for PSG and Italia football. And so a very, very happy man. There he is. Absolutely fantastic. So Man City have got a Ballon d'Or winner of a goalkeeper, and now we've got a Ballon d'Or winner on the pitch for Rodri. So for instance, that's it. What a squad we've got. I wonder how much information, I wonder how much the mainstream media are going to talk about this today. I doubt very much. Anyway, but that's the reason why I do this, because I like to promote, because the mainstream media does not promote Manchester City as much as they should, and but I like to actually put the record straight, should I say. Anyway, so let me just get the timer going. Whoa, we're a bit behind, come on. I hate the word timeout. Anyway, guys, so Gigio Yashin has won the 2025 Yasmin Trophy Award for the best goalkeeper over the last 12 months. The Italian, who joined City earlier this month from PSG, were presented with the latest award as part of the glitzy Ballon d'Or ceremony at the Theatre of du Châtelet in Paris. It was the second time he claimed the prize, having previously won it in 2021. Earlier the evening, Donnarumma was placed 9th in the Ballon d'Or standing overall, which is pretty good, with his new teammate Erlin Haaland playing 26th. Oh, that's disgusting. How can you put Erlin Haaland 26th? Even though he had a bad season last season, he still scored a bloody load of goals. Honestly. Following his 50th place success this year as a nominee, there you go. The success adds a spectacular CV for a tenure of personal and team honours so far in the decade of senior football in the highest level. Our new 25 won the vote of the chosen panelists of journalists after an imperious 24-25 season with PSG, playing a key role in European trebles. The 26-year-old truly took centre stage during the French magnificent run to the Champions League glory. He got 5 clean sheets and 9 knockout matches, including one man of the match performance and a decisive round of the 16 against Liverpool. Yay! And our new goalkeeper was then included in 24-25 Champions League team of the season. The back of those showings. On the international stage, Donnarumma has been Italia's captain since 2024, an incredible already boost 76 caps. Speaking on his latest award, Donnarumma said, "It's a great honour to win the Yasmin Trophy for the second time in my career. It's the team game, and for this is the personal award that all goalkeepers want to get in their hands of. So I'm delighted to be selected for this panel. There's a lot of good, brilliant goalkeepers around the world, so it's incredible, especially for me. I am pleased, and this is important, I am pleased with my performance over the last years and trophies I have won, but I know I can still improve. and that is my major reason why I chose to move to Manchester City. Way he can get better, and so that's the reason I chose Man City, not over United, not everywhere else. Manchester City. So he was thinking about how can I improve. I'm going to go to Manchester City. There you go. I'm fully now focused on working with Pep Guardiola and his staff to help develop my game even further and helping my new teammates even more success. In total, Donnarumma has won 12 major trophies with AC Milan, PSG and Italy. On the personal level, he was named Euro 2020 Player of the Tournament and includes the FIFA World 11 as the Yashin Trophy winner for his exploits that year. He was also recognised as an outstanding stopper in Serie A and Ligue 1, twice each before this latest acclaim. The Yashin Trophy was first introduced in 2019, and Donnarumma is the only second man to win it, ahead of Aston Villa's Argentina's Emiliano Martinez. The award makes Donnarumma his first Yashin Trophy winner play for City after Edison made a top three on 3 occasions without ever coming on top. Boo. Everyone at City would like to congratulate Gianluigi on his exceptional achievements, and so do I. Well done, Gianluigi. Brilliant. So really happy for him. So yeah, so that's excellent. So we've got now 2 Ballon d'Or winners. Yes, at City. So what's it called? Playing in the first team squad. How many teams can say that? Right, okay, so news. Guardiola's been chatting, for instance, what Guardiola's been chatting about. Judge Guardiola said City are focusing completely on ourselves and our fight for the Premier League title. Competition which continues to get stronger and stronger. The Croatian international features the entire of City's 1-1 against Arsenal, and Arsenal still celebrating, I hear, and on Sunday, and it marks his 100 outings for the club since he signed. Yeah, it was his 100 it's 100th game. I can't believe it. And I can remember. He got player of the season last season, and well deserved. And it was this guy can only get better, and 100 games already. It's just amazing. He also cited in a recent win over Napoli, the Rags all seem to be making a strong return to Pep Guardiola's side following an injury. Important person to win. The positive results see City move into 9th place in the Premier League and the Champions League standings. It's also impressive turnaround the results following back-to-back defeats. And the Sunday result, the defender stated that the squad is focused on us and us alone. We expect to be one of the toughest fights of the Premier League title yet. Each season the league gets stronger and stronger, and it's going to be difficult. Beginning, Guardiola says. In the early stages of the season, there are many games to the players to see. We need to take it game by game and focus on ourselves, which is correct, and this is what I want to listen to. Couple of things yesterday. There were a couple of training pictures from some of the players were back in training. Kind of a warm down, so preparing for James and Ortega for Huddersfield. All smiles, nice sunny day there in Manchester by the looks of it. Nathan Ake, Sabinho, we need more from you, mate. Oscar Bar, I look forward to seeing you. He'll be playing at Huddersfield. Phil Foden, nice smile on his face, keep that up. Nunes and a few others there, training. So that was good. So we'll hear from Pep today about Huddersfield and see what who's going to turn up. Anyway, so also just be moving on to the ladies because we had some news yesterday about a certain lady. We can just find her. Andrew was talking yesterday about Lauren Hemp, and there's the young lady here. Because then we're going to be playing against Everton. Unfortunately, she has an ankle injury, so she's going to be out for a while by the looks of it, which is a shame because she's my favourite player and I love her little ponytails. But we do have a good squad at the moment, and but I hope she comes back soon. So we're not sure when she's going to be back, but hope Lauren comes back soon. Good. So right, Other news yesterday. News. There was talks yesterday. There was a bit of news yesterday. So Arsenal still celebrating. Can't believe how the the mainstream media is all about Arsenal and Arsenal. Why didn't Arsenal win? And Arsenal's, not crediting Man City or Man City's low block or whatever. I think it was confused a lot of people. Really, I've never seen Man City play a low block before. Never seen Man City. Man City are adaptable. We play to our strengths. And as Bernardo said, and even though, for instance, got poo-pooed by Pep Guardiola, put his hands up and said, "No, I'm not bothered. I'm not getting into this conversation regarding fixtures, congestion, and the time, etc. How Man City has to prepare for the Arsenal game." Simon Jordan still slagged Pep Guardiola off, and captain Bernardo Silva had every right to come out and say what's on his mind. Which is to me is important, because quite honestly, for instance, I thought Manchester City were for instance, treated unfairly, and it was 50 hours. 50 hours. It was a difference between, for instance, between Arsenal's last game to City's. It was just ridiculous. Arsenal were probably back at home in bed by Tuesday evening. A couple of hours on the flight back to Barcelona, to Spain, etc. from Atletico, and in a private jet, etc. They live in London, so they won't be flying to London and home, etc. And tucked up in bed by midnight, I expect. So where City had to wait until Thursday and then go do. We were at home, but still playing against the Italian champions, so I had to feel a strong sign squad. Had played against low block, etc. But we managed to get the job done. And then, for instance, then there was a rest down day the next day. Then there was a kind of a walkthrough day, and then City were on the train in the Saturday afternoon, which is ridiculous. So but again, are we going to get any kind of comeback? Because Pep Guardiola says it is what it is, and we're just going to have to get on with it. It's not fair in any way whatsoever. But and they're crying about the Arsenal. Why? They've totally forgot about Manchester City, apart from the disrespect of saying Man City will not win the league this season. Well, let's just wait and see. So it's going to be difficult because Liverpool in top form and then 8 points ahead. But for instance, as far as Man City's come through this very, very enormous hurdle of losing back-to-back games and come back and win the next three. Winning the two and then drawing one, and then basically if Haaland would have crossed that ball to Phil Foden, or Tiana Reinders would have taken the ball into the corner, was to go to Arsenal, wouldn't be celebrating like they are at the moment. For instance, a point. So even though, for instance, true Arsenal fans are actually fuming. So City fans are fuming because we should have won the game, and then Arsenal fans are fuming because basically they're playing with their handbrake off. But it's disgusting the where City's been talked about. But we did what we needed to do. So, for instance, we're adaptable, and Pep's adaptable. Once in 10 years, as he said, we play this guy. Anyway, so let's move on from that. Let's going to have a chat about the APT, because there was the news that we're talking about the APT. Man City won the APT, and we're talking about how the Premier League, other Premier League clubs would react. So it appears that, for instance, according to the information about an article in the Times by Martin Ziegler, the settlement of the legal action brought by Man City on the Premier League club over ATP, Associated Parties Transaction rules, brought sigh of relief from the top flight clubs. Now this is a shock for me, because normally when I saw this, I thought, what have they been saying? The Red Cartel, they ain't going to be happy. Manchester City have got this. So let's see what they've been saying. It claims that there's a real fear among City rivals that the victory at the Etihad Stadium for the Etihad Stadium officials would have meant a free-for-all in terms of related party sponsorships, which defeat could prompt another expensive legal challenge. So they were more concerned that, for instance, if Man City would have won, which I expect we would have done, because we won the first part with the same three judges, and the second part, exactly, we would definitely have won the second part without a shadow of a doubt. I even though Premier League just ripped out a few things and tied it up together and blah 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 and changed a few rules, and they said that that's okay. But Man City's goal goal in this whole thing was to get our sponsorship deals through, and so with a threat of, like, for instance, if he pushes around, because Man City are not going to be pushed around in the future by the Red Cartel, the Ballon d'Or, the Red Cartel, the Premier League, or anybody else, whatever. And we've proven that, for instance, regardless when we got these 115 charges above us, we're still quite out to show our teeth and take you to court. And congratulations to Man City, and we've done that. But again, but it was surprised that the paper further quotes that the state legal bill arbitrates to about £20 million, which each party's got to pay. So they've got to pay Man City 20 million quid. Unfortunately, we're part of that club as well, so we have got to pay ourselves £1 million as well. And such a per club. Looking ahead now, much depends on how City and the Premier League relationship further disputes, with settlements do not remove underlying tensions between the regulators and the clubs, particularly in era of sponsorships are increasing tiered to state-backed entireties. Again, states, always this state-backed. Forget about, for instance, how much money's been pumped into Liverpool. Forget about how much money's been pumped into Arsenal and Chelsea. Okay, well, let's just go after the state-backed clubs, City and Newcastle. Let's go for that. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And we're seeing a lot of crap in a way. Some believe the compromise could open door to recalibration of the APT rules rather than a complete overhaul, while others suggest rival clubs will now push for even tighter oversights to ensure transparency and competition balance. Either way, the conclusion of the legal saga provides temporary stability for the league, but the questions raised now about how financial power is policed in the English football are unlikely to go away anytime soon. As for Man City, many believe the clubs are now seeing the door reopened to revive their sponsorship deal. Agreement was called a long partnership with Etihad Airways. I believe it ran out at the moment. In deal that some believe could reach a total of £1 billion. £1 billion across the course of the decade. So blah blah blah. So that was quite surprised that I saw that. And I was quite surprised by that reaction. By the Premier League clubs. I thought they would be a bit more seething about City winning. But let's have saw this yesterday. Calvin Phillips. If I can get a picture of him, I don't know. He's back in training with City. And which I'm happy for, really. What's it called? Because again, he's still a City player regardless. So and he's back at training for City, but let's move on. So he's back at training at City now. It appears that, for instance, he's got number 44. As part of his, is because Tierney Reinder's got number 4, because he was originally number 4. Now Tierney Reinder's getting number 4. I'm not sure about the numbers and how it works, how the players get numbered, to choose them, to do whatever. I don't know. For instance, if someone can explain that to me, I don't know. But anyway, so because Tierney number's number 25, So now Kalvin Phillips has got number 44. So because if you look at a picture of Kalvin Phillips, especially on the Man City's website when you're doing the team of the week, etc., the team, on the City website, Citizens website, you'll see Kalvin Phillips in an old Manchester City t-shirt. So, for instance, not even this one, or not even this one. So, but hopefully, for instance, now he'll probably be he's part of the new City squad and part of the squad. Which, again, for me, I've got no problem with that. You look at the size of Arsenal squad and Chelsea squad, and I know Pep doesn't like to pick small squads, but big squads. But for instance, unfortunately, when you get injuries like we have at the moment, we need players in, we need substitutes and bring players on, so we can't just keep on relying on an EDS. Anyway, so he's got number 44. Now my thing is that, for instance, would he consider bringing Kalvin Phillips in for the League Cup? I know he can't play in the Champions League. I don't know, I'm sure about the Premier League. I'm sure he can, because it's homegrown. But, for instance, can he play in the League Cup? And do you think Pep Guardiola will play in the League Cup? Who knows? Just to throw that one out, because quite honestly, for instance, it could happen. He could be on the bench or something like that. He's just doing a lot of training, and that's a lovely picture of Donnarumma and his wife and his child. But yeah, could, you know, do you think so? I don't know, I'm not sure. But poor old Haaland, Erlin Haaland, number 26. Come on, he's better than 26. Oh God. Anyway, so let's have a quick look at doing something just for the next few minutes about the BBC. I can't stand the BBC. I really hate them. I really am. There you go. There's a picture of Kalvin Philips. Right there. That's Kalvin Philips. There you go. He's got number 44. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave it. True Blue Tie from Thailand. I'll be back tomorrow. So hopefully whatever Pep's had to say regarding the the team news, and just hope we get some good news about Cousin Off. And yeah, I'll be also back to do a ladies preview of our Everton game as well. Guys, I love you and leave it. True Blue Tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. Am I crazy about Kalvin Philips? Only let me know your views. Take care, guys.